Okay, the second thing we need to be aware of when we're using rewards is that, or perhaps the second reason why they're not as effective as we would like them to be, is that if the student you are aiming to use the reward on lacks the skills that you're targeting, the reward is going to be absolutely no use whatsoever. Now let me explain that, because that was a bit of a mouthful. Okay, let's imagine that I've got a room full of students and I'm trying to get everyone to do some singing. And I want everyone to sing our national anthem. And I can see that there are some people who are a little bit reluctant to get on their feet. They don't really want to do this. So I'm going to offer a reward. Now, really it's a bribe, as we've just said. If we offer a reward in advance of some behaviour, then that is technically a bribe. And in needs focused, we want to get away from bribing. We want to get people to do things because it's intrinsically feeling right. It's right to do so. We want the motivation to come from within. So anyway, that aside, let's assume I'm going to use my reward to try and get everybody singing in the room. Now it stands to reason that I could get everybody singing really, as long as I keep increasing my reward. So I might have to start offering money, but eventually I'm going to get everyone on their feet in that room singing the national anthem. It might cost me thousands, but I could get everyone on their feet because it's a fairly low order task, okay? Everybody's singing in the room. The problem is if I ask them to sing the national anthem in Chinese or Swahili. It doesn't matter how much money I put on the table, it doesn't matter how big the reward is, if they haven't got the skill to complete that task, the reward is no use whatsoever. In actual fact, it will probably really wind them up, because the ones who haven't got that skill might really want that bribe, they might really want that reward, and yet they know they can't. So imagine you're a student who just can't get algebra. Oh, drives them mad. And you're offering incentive and bribe after bribe, and they're just going to get more and more frustrated because they really want the merit marks, they really want whatever it is you're offering, but they can't get it because they can't get it in their heads. Consider a student who never does their homework. Does offering a reward make them do their homework? Often no. Does going down the other route and punishing them make them do their homework? Often no. Because if they lack those initial skills to manage their time, to organise themselves, or to actually deal with the homework task, they're not going to get their homework done. Doesn't matter what you give them. So time would possibly be better spent teaching them the skills of time management, going through a diary with them and getting them to plan their evening so that they can do their homework easily, and giving them extra tuition on the actual task. So be careful with rewards. If the students lack the skills to do the task you're asking them to do, the reward's no good. And finally, rewards tend to reduce interest in the task anyway. We have got, as I mentioned before, a society of students who will tend to do what you ask them as long as they're getting something in return. Their focus and their motivation is on whatever they're getting in terms of a tangible reward. It's not on the task. Rewards are fine for a low-order task, such as digging a trench or doing some colouring in. But when you want to get students thinking creatively, writing a really good essay, or solving some problems which require creative thought, it's a different story. It doesn't matter how big the reward is, it's not going to work. And they are going to lose interest in that task and just be focused on the reward itself. We want students to be motivated from within, intrinsically. Let's try and get away from tangible rewards. Okay, in a moment we're going to look at a way of using rewards which actually works very well.